Hi, I'm the True Gamer, giving off my vast knowledge so you may understand games a bit better. Can we actually talk about the term guilty pleasure? Guilty pleasure, for those who don't know, I don't know who those people are, but they exist apparently. Anyway, the term comes from food, and basically food that is just bad for you, but you just like it regardless. Like having a triple layer cake. Yeah, it's fucking delicious, but fucking hell, is it going to give you diabetes? And as time has gone on, the term has evolved and became more of a modicum of a term in media. Basically describing something that you know is bad, but you still enjoy it. And can we actually talk about that for a moment? Why do we have this term of defending something we like? Why do we have to even caveat our enjoyment of something as though it is wrong to just like something that's non-conventional? And that doesn't even mean that if you still think it's bad but still enjoy it, there's nothing wrong with that either. I'm just saying, why do we have to have the term that is inherently derogatory? As though our ability to enjoy something has to have this modicum of sensibility. Liking something makes any logical sense at times. You have your reasons, but not all of them make any logical sense. Why must we coddle ourselves to such an idea as though they exist to help us, rather than hinder our true selves from the enjoyment and fulfillment of these ideas that we can see in media? I mean, to give an example, one of my favorite games that I considered for a real long time until I really started to say, you know what, no more guilty pleasures, I just like them, is a game called Killer is Dead. A game where you play as a US agent who killed Bin Laden. Yeah, I keep mentioning that part because it's one of those weird things the game doesn't mention, because we only learned this because Suda51 mentioned it in an interview, which is the weirdest thing to just mention offhandedly. But anyway, his job is to handle the malice in the world and destroy monsters that are containing it. Whether that includes, just a short list of things here, his brother trying to control the moon, a bird's ability to hear music, and a train, after being abandoned in Russia, decides to try to murder everyone in Russia. Because that's the thing. And yeah, it's awesome. The music is awesome, the gameplay is alright, but hey, it's good. I like it. I mean, it does have a lot of issues. It's locked to 30 FPS in an action game that engine cannot handle anything past 30 FPS. Continuing on, the game also has a weird habit of underutilizing other arms in the game, even though they are unlocked throughout the game. Though they are unlocked by doing the Gigolo missions, which no one likes, and are only there because Kalakawa decided, yeah, they should be in the game. And it's not helped that the game's story is very disjointed at times, where you feel like things are moving forward and then just pause for a little bit just to get back onto it, and then it gets more confusing. But is that enough to condemn the game to just the inexplicably term of bad? And prevents us from even enjoying it? Even in partial ability to? Do I need to reference that time where everyone hated Dark Souls 2 until H-Bomber Guy made that video about Dark Souls 2? And basically flipped it now to where liking Dark Souls 2 is the norm and hating it is kind of the bad thing? You get what I mean? It flips on a dime depending on the conversation of the week and how we all collectively feel, as though that's a good modicum of determining whether or not something is good. As though we as a collective species have the ability to just say, yeah, this is just bad. Come on, people. Come on. Or do I even want to mention something like the Yakuza series, where that series was considered to be off the wall and not considered generally conventional, and thus everyone kind of ignored it until Zero happened, I think, somewhere around that time, where everyone decided to say, yeah, this is actually unironically good. And granted, I think this is also tied into an idea that we must always enjoy good things, that enjoying not good things is inherently bad, because why are you wasting your time? You know what I mean? And I could make a whole topic about that, but we'll talk about that some other day. Like, the whole reason I'm making this is just to kind of complain about this term, because the more I thought about this term, the more I realize it's hampering our ability to enjoy something, which I find is the antithesis of art. You should be able to, I don't know, get something out of art and also understand that there are good and bad parts. Nothing's perfect. The fact that we even invented this term for ourselves is staggering to my mind, because why are we trying to caveat ourselves? Again, like, should we not just enjoy art on its own terms and just, whether or not that's good or bad, just take it as is? I hope you thought about it a little more and actually think about it. This video was made for myself. I don't really have a lot to say on this matter other than just what I said. I just wanted something clearly small to put out there for a little bit and maybe think about this subject. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, so this was a good way for me to get back into the flow of things.